And we're coming back to action here in the 70th edition of the Ohio High School Wrestling Championships. We're going at 140 pounds now, and this is a rematch of the Coaches Classic Finals back in December from Mount Vernon, a senior. He's 44-2. He was second last year at 125 pounds. This is Michael Lybarger, and his opponent, who was third last year at 135 pounds. This is Cincinnati Archbishop Moeller's Germane Lindsey. He's 46-3 at this point. And Lindsey's in the blue and gold of Moeller, and Lybarger is in the orange and black of Mount Vernon. Last time they met, Lybarger pretty well took the match to Lindsey, and Lindsey never got off his mark. Greg, you called that match, didn't you?
Yeah, Lybarger's a good wrestler. You know, he doesn't look as physically impressive as Germane, but he's Mount Vernon every year has come through with quality. Yeah.
Their coach, John Brown, lost. Was named Coach of the Year for last year, actually.
Yeah.
And he lost two outstanding wrestlers who transferred, is the only thing I can say. He moved.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Two really good
ones. Where'd they go?
You probably are the guy that knows that, because I can't remember. Now, this looks like Germane Lindsey is normal attack style.
He needs to attack athletically and not just try to wrestle.
And Lybarger is slick.
That's how Lybarger wrestles. Lybarger will wrestle the technique.
Yep.
And Lindsey's got the physical.
2-2, 138 left in the first period.
That was you don't see switches very often.
No, you don't. You don't.
Very nice.
And there's escape. Back on their feet.
Lybarger's a little longer and leaner.
There's a shrug, missed. Pretty good shrug, but
got the
missed.
Strength. Got quite a crowd watching this match.
Yeah, this is a good one. Yeah. 3-2 Lindsey. We got about a minute left in the first period. Both of them have hit effective shots, counters. Lindsey into a high crotch. Lybarger trying to come up and throw legs on it. Uses that long leverage, and they're going to roll around. I think he's got it.
He's got it. I don't know why he doesn't have it.
Why doesn't he have it? You got to show me why he doesn't have that. There's takedown. I'll tell you what, we've seen some of the more unusual scores. 4-3. Michael Lybarger.
Lybarger second last year, Lindsey third last year. So both left here with one loss in the state tournament last year. And one of them's going to have their second.
That's right. Lindsey down. 7 seconds left in the period. It'd be nice just to score a point here. But
in that place, that's where he's got to kind of explode in that position, because he only got 7 seconds.
Lybarger is a long, tall wrestler. He's got a lot of leverage, and I'm sure that he's got really extremely strong hands. We used to call that just long strength. You know, he's got those real long muscles. Probably feels a little bit like an octopus grabbing hold of you out there.
Well, you think you're away and you're not. It's like, because you're used
There's
to
one.
At a position where you think you got to put that long legs or whatever.
And that's what he's pulling. Yes, that's a good example of it right there. He pulled Lindsey's hips in and put him into a lot of danger here on the takedown.
Yep, 4-4. Lybarger, Lindsey. But Lindsey's strength kind of finally offset it. If he can't get it quick, he's not going to out-strengthen for it.
Yep. Stalemate?
Now this is where we were talking about how Lindsey kind of got into a defensive mode because Lybarger being the attacker here.
Yeah.
And that's not what he wants.
Well, I didn't see that. But, at the Classic, I don't get to see very many matches, and I didn't see this match.
There you go. Good shrug, but there we go. He's pressing the offensive here.
Yeah, he's got to maintain that kind of rhythm and that kind of pace. When Lindsey gets into a rhythm, he's awfully hard to beat. He'll give up points.
He stays in motion.
He scores and he gives points away. But, he just is continuous with it.
This is the wrestler you described that was the individual wrestler 3 years ago?
Yes.
In his own school, like we talked about earlier.
Yeah. Wrestled, he was going to Central Baptist. And he wrestled in the Coach's Classic.
There you go. Nice
Look
job.
at the leverage now that Lybarger has.
Yep.
There's a good example of power.
Yep.
And he
6'5".
kicks him out.
Well, with 16 seconds, I'm not sure I'd have done that.
He's back in. He's trying to.
I think once he gets in motion, he gets it going.
He's got that rhythm. He needs to get a rhythm established. That's Lindsey's forte, is the power and the
quickness,
rapidness of his attack.
Right.
And variations of attack.
6'5". We got a good one here.
We're going to see this come back.
See, he leaves his right leg back, and Lindsey just kind of pounces on it. And then once he gets it up,
now he's going to use that strength.
Now he takes that leverage, every bit of leverage away from Lybarger because he's off the mat.
That's right. You get no leverage when you're on the mat. Lindsey cuts him out, 6'6".
But he's wrestling with confidence now. Germane Lindsey, that is.
Germane's dad was just on the screen before. Assistant coach Dan Kunkel.
With Jeff Geyer behind.
And Jeff
there you go. Now watch the switch.
Look at Lybarger pick the leg up underneath.
Watch the switch from this.
Yep, that's dangerous. He's going to step him. Yep. No takedown yet.
Out of bounds. You could see that coming, couldn't you, Dave?
Yep. I saw him reach when he reached down and picked the leg. When he picked it, we're going to see this again thanks to Farber Family Dentistry.
Yep.
There, see him pick that leg up right there.
Kind of into, always going to almost start switching from to begin with, and then he gets the hips moving.
Yep. Then he gets to rotating. Yep. Back to the action again.
Minute and 20.
Cincinnati Sub-Zero bringing you the action in this bout.
So far, nobody's injury-wise needed the Cincinnati Sub-Zero products, but good shrug.
Nice shrug.
But he set that shrug up. He's been using that like 3 or 4 times, and he's got it a little wide open, and he's not even tight enough where his hips aren't under him.
Well, he's not stepping outside it. It's hard to step around Lybarger because he's got those long arms. I mean, his arms go across the circle almost.
Right.
You got to, in order to get around him, you got to.
He's in tight. That's where he was at before. Lindsey was able to strengthen
Lindsey doesn't
out
have any power if he can't get something on the mat either.
Yep.
There's his hips fight down. The Lybarger goes behind. Lindsey's got the whizzer in.
He's coming out.
This is hips out.
Now this is
stretch him out. Now he's got to stretch him out.
He's got to take advantage and use that force the head down and shrug him by if he can. Lybarger's stronger than you think.
Yes.
You know?
He's got that long strength.
Watch that Navy back didn't get it. It's one of the more entertaining matches of the day. Action on both sides. Different
6-6, 14
style.
seconds in the third period. Lindsey gets a shot. Lybarger blocks off. Lybarger shot. Lindsey starts to spin, picks up a single.
He's got to get him up off the mat.
If he can get him up, he's got 2 seconds.
Time.
He's not going to do it. I'll tell you what. How close that was. I was watching the Mount Vernon coaches. Both Mount Vernon coaches almost wanted to hide on that one when Lindsey got in on the single.
Yeah.
They both reared back in their seats and kind of wanted to hold their heads.
This is probably the best match of the night as far as.
There's Germane's dad.
This.
He's in again on the single. Now he's got him up in the air. There's a takedown. That's
Get him up in the air.
Yep.